Guys, gals, and fellow gender non-conforming pals, welcome back. I'm C28. Yeah, working on that video right now. You'll see it tomorrow. It didn't go as planned. More on that later. Actually, none of that later. That's it. No spoilers. It premieres tomorrow at 12. On to the video. Boop, boop, boop. Good. Let's close these out. So today was fun. Actually, I'm not going to close this because I need my notes. There we are. Lecture 7. Yeah, we're just going to jump into full sale stuff. So today in lab, we were going over a little bit more of MIDI messages and whatnot, how MIDI works. One of the fun things we went over is hexadecimal, the shorthand version of binary, which when you think of it, it's like, wait, hexadecimal, that's more, that's a 15 character base system. How is that shorthand? Because you can represent more and less. So that's why. And there's not really a whole lot like fun or interesting, at least as far as I'm concerned here, but just a bunch of like really useful information. If you do want pretty much everything here, you'll find it on midi.com, midi.org rather. Yeah, so you have all these sorts of messages for status bytes that can be given out by a MIDI controller, and we were pretty much going over how these work, as well as other types of things. But overall, lecture today was talking about how MIDI devices can communicate very specific data, telling it play sound, don't play sound, recall this patch for me, do this, do that, and like very non note related things as well as the note related things. Yeah. Also talk about kill switches, which are quite fun. Is that you can have a panic button that will send a note trigger off message to everything, and it can cause it to just stop producing sound. If it's like if you have a note that's stuck, you're like, shoot, now what? And you keep tapping it, it's not working. You can have a thing that sends a MIDI note off, which is what it's supposed to do when you let go of the note. Is right now, if this were on, it would send MIDI note on, MIDI note off, and it would send that message. Now, of course, if you had a long sustain, it would still do that. It's not sound off, which is another thing you could do. Sound off will mess with your envelopes, your envelope generators, how the sound goes in and out and moves around and about. This is just messing with the note, the MIDI information, performance data. So yeah. And then lab was the most exhilarating part today. Let's see if I can actually pull up my lab stuff here. Wow. I'll just take these out, steal this in case there's any confidential information. Boop, boop, going through Full Sail online, trying to nab myself the project I uploaded. And got it, downloading. It's got 1 hour remaining, 20 minutes remaining, 1 second remaining, and it's done. Gotta love timing and stuff. But yeah, so I mentioned previously how I was using some MIDI data to give us, let's see, it's going here. Gotta plug everything back in. There we go. Using MIDI data and converting that into my own mix of the song. Might as well show you the song. So this is what I uploaded as the project. Just downloaded it. Should be up and in soon. Oh, I've got this still. This can close. Yeah, whatever. Close. Save. Spoilers. Where you at? There. It's opening. Yeah, it's fine. Boom, that's it. Bunch of changes. So I got this list here of everything I changed to it. Disclaimer, it's a class project, not a C2A project. It doesn't sound outstanding, though not all my projects do. But yeah, changing up how it works for... It's quite fun. Yeah, so we had to do all sorts of different things like automations, and we had to do proper formatting for how we, what is it called, string things together. We had to do a few different things in the region inspector here. So where's a good example? I think like, where's that? Here. So like here I've transposed the vox, which is this synth sound. Transpose that down 12 octaves. Like that was one thing we had to do in the region inspector, versus another version of it where we had to do it in the piano roll. So you could also do it here in the piano roll, where you select everything and then shift command or shift option down and go down. Yeah. So yeah, lab was just finalizing all the little details of everything we had to do here. But if I can give you a quick rundown of like some of the changes. So from quantizing drums to 16th note resolution, my software instrument to a 16th note resolution, strings 16th note resolution, transposing things, so transpose vox 1 and a plucky bass thing. Here's plucky bass thing. It's pretty fun little plucky bass. And then do a little bit of synthesis, do different arranging things. So I'd add in stuff like where the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, all these things are. If I pull this down, you can probably see better. Verse 3, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge 2, and bridge 2 is like the entire rest of it. Like most of the song is bridge 2, which is pretty funny. Or the bridge 2 is the highest percentage of the entire song. That's like a whole third of the song is just bridge 2. Bridge 2 out. You might see this here. Another thing we had to do is we had to increase the tempo at some point to be higher. So I went from 111 to, oh no, what was it? No, yeah, I went from 104 to 111 BPM. So you have it right here change. Look here, it's very strange, but it's the project. So yeah, I know it sounds a little bit silly, but I did everything that was required, so I should get a pretty good grade on this. Probably an A, hopefully, even though it sounds a bit silly. But yeah, I got to use the Mother 32 as the bass line here. So if I go into just the Mother 32, I can show you that. You might hear some movement and stuff happening. Now, I do have a few things on there. So on the Mother 32, I do have some delay, so I can turn that off. You still have movement. And that movement's coming actually from me playing the instrument. I have, what's it? I have the LFO on the Mother 32, and I don't have a Mother 32 in front of me, so I can't really show this. But the LFO on the Mother 32 is modulating the cutoff frequency for the filter, and it's going. I guess I could show it on the matriarch because it does like basically the same thing. They're both Moog, so it sounds very similar, but you hear it here. So basically. And then I had to make it faster. I was like changing the envelope speed because there was no way for me to sync the LFO to the song, unlike how I can on the matriarch. On the matriarch, I have a plug out that I can use, which is clock out. I can sync the matriarch to my project. So I can do clock out from there and sync anything at that point. Can't do that on the Mother 32 as far as I know. Maybe someone in the comments would be like, SEQT, you're stupid. Yes, you do it this way and this way and this way. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, I didn't know. But as far as I know, yeah, you can't do it. And then it speeds up and then either make it faster, balance it. So it sounds like it's still like kind of quantized. It's totally like not associated with anything. Back to the very beginning here. It doesn't match up quite right, the LFO. It's kind of hard to hear, but then I use another instrument here called the Virus 1 for a little strings patch. Yeah, this is a very fun project. And on Friday, we just get to mess around. So I'm going to bring this baby in, bringing Liz in to the lab room. And Liz is going to have a proper good time. For those of you not aware, that this is Liz, my Moog matriarch, of course, named after the late Queen Elizabeth, the most recent, as of 2023. God save the king. Anyway. The irony just struck me that I'm playing Staying Alive after saying F and chat for Queen. Anyway, yeah, so that was lab. And today I shot the 500 subscriber special for Pure Production. So that's been shot. We had a little bit of a hiccup during shooting, so there is unfortunately a little bit of a gap in it. You'll find the gap. It'll tell you when the gap is happening, and the gap is quite frustrating for me, to be honest. But again, that'll be up tomorrow at 12 Eastern Standard Time, and it'll premiere, so you can wait through the whole like sci-fi credits or whatever I set for it. And yeah. So I'm excited. I think I want to start doing some live stuff as well, like doing live streams where I can have you live like comment and say, hey, do this, do this, do this. I think that'd be really fun to be able to do. The only downside of that is I would have to have the front camera used, but I mean, I used to use the front camera for the vlogs anyway. So if this is not much of an upgrade from how it was previously, may as well do it. Because this is the front camera of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, which is like amazing when it doesn't shut down on me. So if the front camera from the previous vlogs, when I was facing this way and you were here, right on the filter cutoff knob, just resting, if that quality isn't too bad for live streaming, I can live stream with that. And see your comments come through, be like, hey, what if you did this? I'm like, all right, let's find out if I did it. Ask questions, be like, hey, what's that thing? And I'll say, this is a Focusrite 2i2 audio interface, and it allows you to convert beep boop signal from audio gear to beep boop signal for digital computer gear. And then it can get the beep boop signal from the computer gear and put it back out to beep boop signal for audio gear, the analog stuff, and put it into this thing, which transmits wheat whoop information for your ears. Yeah, that's not the technical spec definition, but it's close approximation. Yeah, I think that's about it. I was thinking about playing this full thing. I don't know if I want to. No, I'm not gonna play the full thing at the end. No, screw that. That's about it. So, yeah, thank you again for watching, everyone. I appreciate my audience. It is really nice to have an audience of people who appreciate the things I appreciate, and I can show off these things to you that you are curious about, that you have at least some interest in. You clicked on this video, and I appreciate that. I've had mates talk to me in person. Shout out to Lorenzo and Nick. No last names, just privacy purposes, unless you want me to shout you out for real. Give your social if you want. Just kidding, I don't have that. Yeah, I had two mates talk to me in person today saying like, Nate, your videos are getting really good, and I appreciate that. So Nick, Lorenzo, thank you. Mysterious last names, we'll keep you private. Yeah. I think that's about it. So, if you've got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section below, and I'll get back to them and put them in a space here, or perhaps here, or over here, or right in front of my face even further so you can't see me. I'll hide behind it. Maybe I will see you there. Take care of yourselves. God bless and goodbye, YouTube.